Start whenever.
Start whenever, man. You're the host.
All right. What is that? Nah, just fucking. First YouTube video. Gang. And it's because you guys made me think that I could actually do this, but nobody really gives a fuck. They're here for...
No, I got some Brazilian DMs. I sent you them today. There's been...
Yeah,
the Brazilians love this dude.
That's a layup, though. That's a layup.
One Brazilian guy.
It's a cultural thing.
Come to Brasilia. I don't know the accent. But
it's more like Cass brings SNEAKO to Brasilia.
Yeah.
But it's all right, though. Give me like 3 months. Be flexible.
3 months?
3 months. That's all
okay.
All right, so basically what we're going to do is going to be the same kind of format. We're going to read DMs that I asked for you guys on Twitter. None of you follow me, but...
It's a relationship show. We need to get that out.
Yeah,
you haven't said that one time yet. We're talking about sex, love, relationships. We have some advice requests from Cass. I have some questions from Patreon. We're going to talk about them. And I'm so much better at hosting because I just...
You just think you're going to do that on my channel right now?
Just crank that out in like 5 seconds. I had to.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that.
You got some, right?
So let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
All right, I'm going to pull out the first question. So this was a DM. I'm not going to say their names just for obvious reasons. People were a little bit shy about that one. So this girl said, we're going to call her Tabitha. Tabitha said, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. But even just talking to guys, I think they get freaked out on how on 100 I can be sometimes. I don't know what that means. I've been talking to a guy for a little over 2 months. And I asked, what are we type of question yesterday. He told me I'm not looking for anything serious. Where do guys stand with love? Some seem so against relationships and love. I don't get it.
Okay, I don't know exactly what type of girl this is. So she's saying, like, guys think I'm too on 100. That just means that she's way too forward and probably just, like, guys like, all right, chill. I'm just trying to smash. And she thinks she's being, like, really truthful, but it's probably just tone it down a couple.
I think she just never been cuffed in her life, so...
I mean, I think if to ask like a what are we type question.
Did you have a girlfriend in high school, like before high school or high school?
Yeah.
Like a serious girlfriend, or was it like some stupid little...
my
friend asked her out and then he also broke up with her through text?
It was, a little more than that, but a little less than a relationship. Like, happy. Like,
did you text her, like, let's go hug by the stairs, or was it like you guys were actually in a relationship?
We were fucking.
Oh, all right, then, yeah. I'm saying people who don't have that earlier, I feel like once they get to a certain age, they're like, fuck, I need that.
So they get really clingy?
Not that they get clingy, but they look hard to be in a relationship. You know what I mean?
You don't think that she sounds clingy, like a little bit?
I mean, it's only been 2, I guess, maybe.
2 months. So she's saying
but if he's with her for 2 months, then she can't be that clingy. No one's surviving clinginess for 2 months.
For 2 months. Big fucking, how many times do you do that? I do that all the time.
But if a girl's clingy, you're fucking for 2 months?
Yeah. Easy pussy. So first of all, I think she's clingy because she asked him, what are we, 2 months in, and her response to that wasn't like, what did I do wrong? It was, what do guys think about love? She's generalizing all guys as if we don't understand love because she can't get in a relationship. So I think she's clingy because she's making this a gender thing rather than just like a me thing.
But I think we might have different definitions of what clingy is.
What's your definition?
Clingy for me is like she's breathing on you, like won't give you some space to yourself.
I think just asking what are we is a clingy question. If you have to ask, like,
after 2 months,
you shouldn't have to ask that question. It should be understood. If you have to ask that question, then the relationship level is not even. One person has more power than the other. She wants him more than he wants her.
All right, welcome to the SNEAKO Toxic Manual. And today we're gonna teach you.
You don't agree with me? Like, if you like with me and the Lily, my new girlfriend, like type thing, we never had to discuss that, which was so like refreshing. Because before I was like, all right, which one? Like she would ask me, I would ask her. Like, is this a relationship? What is this? With her, it's just like, all right, yeah.
Today, do you feel any pressure to ask, like formally?
To ask her?
Yeah.
No, because it's mutually understood. There's no reason to ask that question because we're already that deep into the relationship.
Yeah, but you guys are more evolved. I feel like regular girls are like, no, I'm not going to date you until you ask me. Take me to Olive Garden and put the ring on the breadstick. You know
that's
what I mean?
regular girls, but that's a stupid mentality. I mean, maybe I just found it. Yeah, she's dope. That was cool.
Yeah, maybe you just found a unicorn.
Yeah. So you've been through that conversation in all your relations. You've had like that discussion, like this is a relationship. We're exclusive now. We have to hold hands.
Nah, because I've never really been exclusive like that.
You've never had like a...
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I've never really had a girlfriend.
But you've never had that questions never came up?
No, I feel like I feel like I give off the vibe from the rip that it's not gonna be that.
It's just not it.
It's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
It's more like we're having fun and I'm charming, but you'll see if another girl walks in that I'm also, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not only charming for you. It's just against my nature.
Right.
If someone new comes in, I'm gonna entertain them.
Mm-hmm. And they're aware of that, right, from the get-go.
I think if you know me, then you know. And it's not even just for girls. Like, if we're just hanging out and you bring your friend around, like, I'm going to go out my way to try to make them feel more comfortable just so it's not weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we're all sitting there.
So give her attention, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes it comes off as, like, being flirty, which it probably is because
it is, a little bit.
I'm just flirty by nature.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something that was, like, kind of cool. What were you talking about?
Clinginess?
I forgot it. Fuck, next thing.
Yeah, all right. All right, so this is a guy perspective. I figured we'd go one guy, one girl.
Oh, I was going to say this. Wait. So girls know from the get-go that you're, like, a fuck boy, and so this is not going to be a thing.
Right? I think so.
Right. So don't you use that to your advantage? Like, you've never used the fuck boy with the heart of gold thing? Like, okay, I'm a fuck boy, but, like, oh, you make me understand that, like, oh, women aren't objects. Like, I use that all the time.
Because you're toxic.
Like, I'm like, man, I just be fucking these bitches, but you... There's something special about you, and and then you get pussy. Like that's just
the way you put the toilet seat up for me after you pee. Nah, bro. I try my hardest to not be manipulative. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not gonna date you, I try my hardest to not make you think that I'm gonna date you, because I just feel like that's just shit from my part. If I lead you on and make you think that I'm gonna love you and you're gonna be in a relationship with me, and then I just fuck you off. So I'd rather you just know that I'm gonna fuck you off at some point.
But don't you kind of like your opening line, the "I have a crush on you"? Doesn't that kind of imply that a little bit? Like it's not just that I wanted to fuck you. It's like, oh, you're cool. I like your personality. This could go somewhere.
But you're acting like I say that to like I say that in the bar at Catch. Like random girls walk by and I think they're cute. Like I have a crush on you. Obviously, I don't know her. Uh-huh. How could I have a crush on her? I have a crush on your looks. I want to smash.
All right, fair point.
Yeah, that's enough of that. You're like exposing me right now. My voice is all
Manipulation's not that bad, man. Everyone does it.
I think game in general, flirting is borderline manipulation.
It is. It is manipulation.
Yeah.
It's all mind games.
But I try my hardest to let you know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're up front?
Yeah, I'm pretty upfront. I think.
I respect that. I'm not. Respect it. Agree to disagree.
All right. This is from G. So I just put the first letter of their first names. Me and this person have been talking for 3 months. We always hang out on her time, but when we do, we have so much fun. I literally pay for everything when we go out, and she always says I'm such a good guy, whatever the fuck that means. A lot of mixed emotions. I tried to bring up relationships to her one day, and she says she can't right now. I just don't understand how we've been hanging out with each other for so long, and it seems that nothing comes out of it. She sends so many mixed signals, and I do so much for her.
Manipulation right there. This is pinpoint manipulation here. He's paying for everything as if he's the boyfriend because he thinks that it's going to go somewhere. And she's not. And she's just fucking around to get free fucking food.
All right, so she's manipulating?
She's manipulating, yes. But he's also being a pussy falling for it because he's kind of aware of her tricks. Like, oh, whatever that means, good guy. But he's falling for it. He's like knowingly falling for it, but he still is too pussy to get out of it. You know, like he likes this halfway relationship more than he likes being alone. So he's going to stay. Please don't. Guy, I don't know.
Yeah, he probably hasn't had a real relationship to reference. So this is the closest thing he's gotten to like,
do you know finally
have a girlfriend. Yeah.
So do you actually know this is true? Okay.
Yeah, I know this is true. And I know exactly like what everything's talking about.
So I don't am I being kind of accurate right now?
Yeah, you're being pretty accurate.
I'm so good. I'm the best. All right.
He said, I really care about her, but I never know what she's thinking. Does she like me or not? That's the question. Does she like me or not?
She likes you, but she likes fucking with you because she knows she can get away with it.
Yeah, she likes someone she can control.
Yeah, she's leading you. She has all the power right now.
And I guarantee you, if a real one pulls up, you're out of luck.
It's over.
You're assed out.
She's going to look for an alpha male, and then the first alpha male comes up, she's fucking him.
Bro, even like paying for shit, I think that's so outdated.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, that's funny. Like, my girlfriend now, she makes more money than me. And, like, on the 1 minute podcast, I had this conversation with a guy. And he's like, would you date a woman if she made more money than you? Like, would you be okay with that? And I thought about it, and I said, no. Like, overall, like, I'd rather be the man of the relationship. But she makes more money than me. She's quite a bit older. She's 26, I'm 21. But still, like, and at first, like, when I was trying to get laid, I'd pay for everything. Pay for, drinks.
Just depleted the bank account.
Yeah. Just I invested like $800. It was an investment, a pussy investment. And now that we're like in a thing, you know, we split and
You're slowly trying to get the money back.
yeah.
So if it's $15, she's paying $8, you're paying $7.
Yeah, exactly.
Just recuperate it slowly.
Right. Now it's about 50-50. Like pretty much. Like it's not like I have to be the man all the time, which is nice, man. I retract saying that. You know, I think it's okay if you're. But I wouldn't be a stay-at-home dad.
I was about to ask you those exact.
I know you were.
You wouldn't want to be a stay. I would love to be a stay-at-home dad, dude. Fuck that. I don't have to do shit. I can just play. Not play. Just do whatever I want.
Like a man? Like, could you still fuck your wife if she's paying the bills? Like, you stay at home, making puzzles and macaroni paintings with your kids, and then you have to grab your wife's hair and choke her.
And smack the shit out of her. Fuck it.
She's not gonna. It's not the same.
It's not.
It's not the same, man. Half of that is because you have the power because you're a man who provides. Like that's the whole thing. Like, oh my god, I'm being a man. He's holding me. He's so strong. That's like half of it, dude. Come on. You know that being a stay-at-home dad is like dries up pussy immediately.
I feel like you have to have a different kind of sauce to become a stay-at-home dad. You have to be cut from a different cloth to pull that one off.
Have you met stay-at-home dads?
I don't think I've ever met.
They are the biggest pussies I've met. They're just like bearded hipsters who found like a progressive wife, and she thinks that's what she wants, like a liberal, progressive guy, but that's not. And it's just like a lame dude with a beard and a
fucking apron, and he cooks, and she walks in her blazer and just smacks on the ass. Damn, you looking cute today. You looking right.
It's just not. It's not. That's not meant to be.
Yeah, I guess like
that just doesn't make sense biologically.
Yeah, I was gonna say biologically speaking,
because you have the breasts, you're supposed to feed them. Like your body's built to just sit at home and like spit out babies and then feed them. That's nature, dude.
But I think if you can pull it off that a girl still likes you and you're shagging her and you're a stay-at-home dad,
then props to you.
You're like
props to you. I couldn't do it.
The king of toxicity.
You think you could do that, really?
I don't think I personally could do it. I don't think I'm built like that.
But it just sounds like the dream.
It sounds ideal.
Yeah. I feel I wouldn't get fulfillment out of life anymore, man. Just staying at home. Like now, look, we're quarantined right now. How bored are you?
Bro, I'm so fucking bored.
Imagine doing that every day, but with 3 kids.
I'd be like less bored.
You would be not sleeping and angry.
Depends. How old are the kids?
Oh, come on, man. I'm just kidding. Was that the whole thing, or did I interrupt the rest of the story?
No, that was the whole thing. It was, does she like me or not? So, no.
She likes controlling you.
I think, yeah. I think she likes
the power.
I think you need to, like, unclip your leash.
Do you know the girl? Is she Betty? She gotta be, right?
Yeah, she's bad. She's, like, weird. She's, like, very... She's not... I don't want to say weird because what I'm about to say after is just going to sound so bad, but she's very, like... Men ain't shit, men are trash, women empowerment, like, I don't need you guys. But then she's also like, oh, I want to get married, and I want a guy to take care of me.
Oh, okay. You follow on Twitter, don't you? It sounds like these are tweets that you pop up on your timeline to get you.
No, I know them personally.
Okay.
I know them personally.
Men are trash. I respect those women. I really do. Like, girls who hustle men, I totally respect it. Like, I don't...
You ever been hustled?
No.
Bro, I've been hustled.
I have. I almost did at a strip club one time. Like, that dynamic almost happened. Mm-hmm. You ever go to a strip club and there's a girl carrying around shots? She's like, do one with me. And I'm like, okay. And then we both took one and I paid for mine. She's like, you have to pay for mine too. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then she's like mad at me now and the bouncer's peeking over. I'm like, this is a problem. And I could totally see how that scam works. So many guys would end up paying for it. I'm just like, I just fucking held my own.
But strippers are grimy.
It wasn't even, it was just a wait. Well, she probably stripped a little bit.
Like that ambient. Let's try saying
they hustle men. The whole business is hustling men.
Because I remember I was in one and this girl came behind me. She was Brazilian as well. And that's how I like roasted her. Because she came behind me and she started massaging my back and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And she's like, no. She like put oil on her head, on her hands.
Now she wants money, right?
Yeah, and she's like, massaging me. I'm like, I'm good. Like, back up.
Yeah.
And then I saw that she was Brazilian because she said something to the other girl. I'm like, I started saying in Portuguese. I'm like, yo, get off of me. Like, I'm not here to get a massage. If I want to get a massage, I'll go to the massage parlor.
Right.
And then
she didn't budge after you spoke Portuguese?
No, then she was like, you know what I mean? Then we kind of went back and forth and the guy came and I explained to him what happened. I'm like, I'm telling her to stop massaging me. She doesn't want to. That's not my fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I have nice shoulders.
Did you get kicked out? I have nice shoulders. Not my fault.
It's not my fault if I was blessed with these shoulders. Uh-huh. Nah, we didn't get kicked out. He's like, he understood. And he's like, yeah, just fuck off.
Yeah, because they know the hustle, too. They know it's a scam. They've seen
and if you, like, don't bitch out and you act like you've been there before, they're like, all right.
Yeah. I wasn't afraid of getting kicked out. It's just like, I could see why this works. Like, I could see why that scam works. But no, I haven't been hustled, really. I mean...
I've been finessed for a few meals.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
It hurts. It's like...
Well, finesse how? What happened? You just didn't get pussy?
Yeah.
So? That's just a date. Or then...
Yeah,
so many guys do it a date.
No, but she didn't want to go on a date. She just wanted the food.
So where'd you get food? Uber Eats?
No. Like, we went to a place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I put away all the bad shit that people do to me. I'm really, like, bad at letting shit go. So if you do something, I'll remember that shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm still waiting till this day for the time where, like, something's going to happen, and then I'm going to get my, you know what I mean? I'm going to get my revenge. She's going to be fucking with a friend of mine. I'm going to be like, yo,
so wait,
pull out the NEAKO toxic manual.
Finesse? You think that you were, from the get-go, she just didn't want sex, she just wanted food? Because, like, I really think girls who are doing that are reaching. Like, you're really going to go all that work for a $10 meal?
Nah, she fucked with me. She still fucks with me. She hits me up. Because, obviously, I don't make a scene about anything. You know what I mean?
I don't think you got finesse, man. I just think that's...
I feel finessed.
A little bit.
I feel played.
You didn't get head? Anything?
Nah, we kissed.
Like, after the date?
Yeah.
You didn't get finesse, man. You really didn't get finesse. That's just normal. So many girls say that. Like you can't fuck till the third date. Yeah. I went out with my ex, like, before the girlfriend thing was serious, and I spent, like, $80 at the bar. Like, 'cause she kept wanting drinks. I'm like, all right, the more drunk she's gonna get, you know. And she just got drunk and then didn't fuck me. Yeah. She got drunk on my wallet. All right, respect it.
I can't wait for the Predator comments.
Come on, I was drunk. We're drinking. We're matching, bro. We are drinking the same amount of alcohol. If anything, she's raping me. Got you there, huh? What's the difference? See, that's a fucking hypocritical thing about Title IX bullshit. Like, you can't fuck when you're drunk. If you're both drunk, who is raping who? Huh?
What do you mean, bro?
I mean, who is raping? If you're both drunk,
I don't think Title IX. That's what it means. I think it's like
that's part of it.
More coherent.
How do you judge that? If you're both already drunk and you fuck,
I feel like in general the guy's always more coherent just because you're bigger and your alcohol content's larger. Your tolerance.
So if you're
unless you're fucking with like some bitches that are really responsible drinkers. But I haven't, like, in college I didn't meet any bitches that were responsible drinkers.
No, but don't you see the hypocrisy there?
No, I see the hypocrisy. But yeah, I also see where the Title IX people come from. I think it exists for a reason. Because some people are some people are creepy with that shit though. Some dudes, you've seen it at parties, especially when we went to school. Some dudes are creepy with that shit.
That's true. Yeah, you see them like praying, like stand up.
Bro, literally, they're not even lit like that. Like they pull up to the party just for that reason.
Just to be.
Because they know some bitch is gonna be fucking. You know what I mean?
The stragglers. Yeah, I've seen those guys.
That's weird, bro.
But I mean, like I'm saying, if you go out with your ex and you buy her a drink, like all right, she's gonna loosen up a little bit. Maybe I'll get some. Everybody does that.
Nah, yeah.
Everybody, even the girls do that. Whatever.
You know what you need to do? You need to be more introspective. You need to be more self-sufficient. Get yourself lit. Make yourself feel sexy.
Fuck out of here. Fuck myself.
And then you're just more loose and you walk up to these girls. Alright, this is a good one. This is another guy. This isn't like any simp shit, because I feel like everything we answer is like some simp shit.
Slightly simp, yeah.
You know what I mean? This one is, I had this girlfriend that was extremely beautiful. She's like the wifey type. A man needs one of those in his life, no matter what. But you know, temptation came and I let myself in and I cheated. I don't know why I cheated, but I do know it was very memorable. She was different. She wasn't the wifey type. She wasn't missionary type either. She was a bad bitch, a mistress. After fucking this mistress for a while, I noticed she had the same type of friends, mistress friends. So I created a group chat between 3 of them. So him, the girl, the mistress, and mistress friend. And I simply asked them if they wanted to have a polygamous relationship. He said polygamy relationship, but he doesn't speak English too well. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, they both said yes. So I started dating both of them.
In a group chat? Like he finesses not even in person?
This kid, bro, I know this kid very well. He's mad.
Is he sexy?
No, he's like fat now. He's good looking. He has green eyes and shit. He's tall. Huh. But like, he's game. I don't know. He's something else. Yeah, I'll introduce you to him one day. He's crazy.
I want to learn.
Surprisingly, they both said yes. So I started dating both of them. It was great. As one did my laundry, I fucked the other one upstairs real quick. Then we would play iMessage games. Loser sends nudes. It was all good until the main bad bitch started an argument because I fucked the other one more times in a week than her. So an argument started, and I really can't stand people arguing. Why can't they give their opinion and shut the fuck up? Mm-hmm. So I ended things with 2 of them, and I went back to my wifey girlfriend, and now I can't stand my relationship. Can you help me?
Wait, he can't stay in...
He went back to the one before the mistress, and now he can't stand his relationship because it's just boring. You know what I mean? It's regular.
Because he knows what it's like to...
Yeah. But he's asking like,
wow,
you should be helping us. Like, we're not supposed to be helping you.
Yeah, why are you asking me this question? I want give me advice, dude. He said he's fucking one girl while the other one's doing laundry upstairs. Like that's
bro, it was crazy. And I remember when he was still dating the first girl, the other one would pull up with like coffee and shit out of nowhere.
How do you? I don't.
Like
I
the
don't,
best side bitch.
These people fascinate me. Like pimps.
He's good at that
guys,
shit.
I don't. It's so foreign to me.
But he's like borderline psycho. I don't think I've ever even said this to him, but I don't really care if he knows. I think like low key, he could kill someone and not feel anything.
You think he's a sociopath?
Yeah,
like,
I literally think he's just emotionless.
I mean, you kind of have to be that manipulative.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's wild. And like to some degree,
some
the man
shit,
in me, like the way I grew up, I like admire it. But then the small piece of me that actually has some moral values, which is very small, like I don't think about this often, is like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I respect it. I
definitely respect it more than I judge it. A lot more, because we've talked about it, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Show me the videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Were they good?
And they're both bad. Both of them.
Like, yeah.
I'll show you them later.
And girls never expect to be in a situation like that.
I think they would never. It was too.
What?
You know what he made them do? He didn't even write this, but I remember this because he told me this story before. You ever seen, you hasn't been either, but Grey's Anatomy?
No.
There's a guy there who's like a player. I think it was Grey's Anatomy. But he does this, and he makes the girl sign a contract. And that's what he did. He literally typed up a contract. He's like, we're going to be in a polygamous relationship. And they were like, oh, you're so quirky and funny. This is so new and different.
What? This is so weird. Ha ha ha.
Threesome. Bang.
That's it. I don't think I could pull it off. I would choke. Like at some point, I would crack.
Bro, the day after you said it, I was in the library, like, writing drafts like I was a law student.
Yeah, I just don't have the game.
No, I don't think I do either.
No. Even, like, just a threesome alone, that seems like a lot of work, man.
I had threesome. Yeah,
but you popped a Vivi, right?
A Viagra?
Yeah.
I've had 2 threesomes.
Second time you did, right?
Yeah, in Brazil.
Second one, you were fine? Good to go?
The first one, I was fine. No, the first one, I don't even want to say all this, because...
Oh, come on.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. The first one of the girls wasn't as bad, you know what I mean? She wasn't as cute.
You're paying more attention to the hot one.
Yeah, I was paying more attention to the hot one, and then when the less attractive one wanted attention, I was kind of like...
Yeah.
And then I was like... I was like, yo, we're getting thirsty, like, go get us some water. To everyone.
And she did?
Yeah, she went, got some water, but she left her clothes inside. It's an important fact, remember that. When she left, she went downstairs to get water, I locked the door, and I'm like, alright.
Oh, and someone else fucked that girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me the story.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I locked her out. She was banging on the door for ages because her clothes were inside, but I thought she just wanted back in. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So she just went, plopped on the couch, butt ass.
See, doesn't it seem like kind of a performance to you? Like, that's my thing with threesomes. It's like, you're obviously going to be more into one person. So you fucking both is just like, you're kind of putting on an act for the other person. You're just kind of trying to keep the vibe good for everybody. So sex is this intimate thing. No matter how meaningless it is, it's between two people. You need to focus on their body, and if you're sharing that focus, you don't really inherently want to do that. You're just doing this so you could fuck 2 girls. You're performing.
It depends on the girl as well. If she's helping you satisfy the other girl, or like
that, yeah, then that's ideal. If they're into each other, that's
the thing.
Oh yeah.
But the girl, she was like pretty inexperienced and shit. Like she didn't know how to give head, so it was like one girl's like teaching her, the one that was good. I really had no choice but to lock her out.
Wait, so you had like a blowjob lesson going on between?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I haven't done that.
It wasn't that cool. It was like pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah. For the ego, it's pretty cool, but...
Yeah, I guess for the story.
Yeah.
Flexing on you simps. What up? I have sex.
That was all 3, right?
That was all 3.
Where's my phone? You didn't read you don't want to read the suicide one?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Let's do that.
Why you gotta call it that?
Because that's what it is. We're just calling it what it is.
Alright, it's not...
I haven't read this.
There's no suicidal tendencies in this at all. Alright, this is long, by the way.
Alright, nah, fuck it.
No, I feel an obligation to this person. Because she confided in me. I don't even know her like that. She only liked me because of you.
Okay.
The last romantic relationship I was in, never official. We still are fuck buddies, lasted 7 months. In the beginning, he made me feel like he liked me. I'm going to summarize this. In the beginning, he made me feel like he was going to be, like she was going to date him. And then once she fell in love, he just stopped paying her attention and would just fuck when he needed to. And yeah, that just continued happening, and I guess it's still happening. And now she's quote unquote calloused and silent in her sexual endeavors. So she knows what happened, but she basically said that she blamed herself because because she was insecure at the time, so she like fell for it. But I think that if you're a girl and it's like your first relationship and you just happen to fall into a dude who read the SNEAKO Toxic Manual, then unlucky.
Wait, a quick run. I'm lost. So what? She got in a relationship and then it didn't work.
She didn't even get a relationship. She started like talking to this dude, and then he made it seem like baby this, baby that. Let's hang out. She fell for him. Then he's like, once a week, where you at? Type shit, and she'd pull up.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the first guy. Just scenario switch. There's one guy using power and control because you're in love with the other. It's just same thing. Same answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Don't kill yourself, please.
You're so aggy.
Okay. Patreon questions. You put that away.
You make me feel horrible about myself sometimes.
Just life is worth living sometimes.
Sometimes.
Lucas says, might be Brazilian. Lucas says, do you think people put too much importance of sex in a relationship as if it's the only thing that mattered and fail to enjoy an actual human connection and growth with another person?
100%. You ever seen the new Netflix show, Too Hot to Handle?
Oh, that's the... Yeah, I saw that. I saw the
it's
first
basically
episode.
what that is. Like,
was it good, the whole thing?
Oh, bro, it's so shit. It's so shit. So, like,
I don't like reality shows, but, like, I put it on because I'm like, I want to,
I watched the whole shit, but...
You did? You watched the whole show?
The girl, Francesca's bad, but that's beside the point.
But that's what I'm getting... Like, you call the show shit, but you watch the whole thing.
I mean...
So you just hated it the whole time watching it?
I didn't hate it, bro.
Bullshit.
I didn't hate it. I just understood what was...
bad entertainment.
Yeah, I understood, like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, because I watched the first episode. I was completely entertained. But I just, at the end, I'm like, I hate all of these people.
Even the whole premise of the show, like, you just don't have sex for a month and you get 100 racks, like... What? Why is anybody fucking?
That's a good premise of the show, though.
But a month? That's it?
A month, like, on a beach with a lot of hot people. You're on a reality show.
Nothing
you can't
else
even
to do.
beat off. You can't even masturbate.
Yeah,
that's a big one. Could you do that even without the show?
I think if 100,000 was on the line, I could easily do that.
Yeah, that's true. I would. But that's tough, man. I tried doing it 4 days one time. I got weird.
You got weird?
I was getting weird, dude. I was not acting the same. I was legit, like... All right, I before Corona, I used to go to be in the city every day, take the train, and like do comedy, go around to coffee, shit like that. And I remember I was so horny. I'm like in a park trying to write. I just ended up writing like a fan fiction of like the best time I had sex. I was writing it out like in heavy like slobbery details of just I'm just so horny. And then I'm walking around the park and I'm like looking for ass, and I'm like, dude, this is not okay.
And that was 4 days without masturbation?
That was 4 days. I was getting weird.
You're actually a weirdo then.
4 days.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. How long have you gone? Get out of here.
Not long. I don't know.
More than 4 days?
I tried. Yeah. I did it for Lent once. I didn't go the whole time, but I went a solid time.
Like 2 weeks?
Yeah, like 2, 3.
Maybe Lent helps.
And there was one time that I was like, it was when I was younger. I have to fuck it. Who cares? But I was just beating off so bad that I was just disgusted with myself. And I was like, yo, I have to stop this.
How old are you?
I don't remember. I still had Xbox 360. So that'll give you like a time frame.
13.
Because I remember I was playing Xbox and it was summertime and I jerked off like 4 times before fucking 4 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yo, what is wrong with me? I looked in the mirror and I was like, disgusted. I'm like, yo. That kind of traumatized myself and I stopped for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks as well.
At 13? That's respectable.
Nah, but it was like deep self-loathing.
I've never had that moment. I've never looked in my face and been ashamed. It's like when the porn ends and or like when your laptop goes off guilt. And you see, like the screen goes black and then you just see your reflection like in your dick in your hand and you kind of look like an ape and your neck is here and like, just don't want
again? You fell for it again? When will you learn? Nah, I would be watching porn like that.
Not anymore?
I have a very vivid imagination.
Yeah, me too. I beat off to imagination more than whenever I say that to my friends, they're like, what? Really?
Yeah, me too. You know what it is? It's because the people in the videos are so unattainable. You're never going to see these people in your life. If you like jerk off to a girl that you potentially could shag, you know what I mean? A girl that you see.
You think porn stars are too hot?
No, I think that I'm just never going to see them. So what's the point of like, you know what I mean? I'd rather fantasize about something that could actually happen.
Well, sometimes I see porn and like I imagine a scenario, like I imagine a girl that looks like her.
So what's the point of even watching the porn?
It does some of the work for you. You don't have to imagine.
Oh, it's just like a crutch?
Yeah, you don't have to close your eyes and fucking remember.
So you're mentally weak is what you're saying. Your jerk off game's weak. That's what you're telling me. That's all.
I mean, I do a bit of both. I dabble. But yeah.
No, me too, of course. But What were you saying before? Oh, the too hot to handle. Yeah, this goes back. This is a reference to the podcast we did before. You should watch that if you didn't. The girl from Florida. Basically, like, I never really hooked up with her consistently because she was always...
Girl from Florida, who's that?
This is the girl that she went to school in Florida.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so watch the podcast.
I'm not going to watch that. Just quick rundown.
All right, so I would only FaceTime this girl, basically, because she was in Massachusetts when I was here, or when I was in Massachusetts, she went to school in Florida. So it was always, like, basically always a FaceTime thing. Only sometimes we saw each other. And... through that, because I wasn't shagging her all the time, I didn't see her all the time, I was, like, really, like, in love with this girl. Mm. And it was, like, the only time in my life that I've been in love that I'm, like, she stopped hitting me up and I felt something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I didn't cry or anything.
I remember this, yeah.
Because I have to say that, because real ones don't cry.
Yeah, you're man.
And I kind of came to terms with it pretty early, and, like, I'm not very emotional to begin with. But just the fact that since it was through FaceTime and there was no sexual encounters, then that's what built... like, I actually had to know her, and then I actually, like, started to like her, you know what I mean? Because usually, if you're charming enough, or, like, if you have any kind of wit to you, you can shag within 2 months, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Tops.
2 months is a lot.
Tops.
That's a lot, yeah.
Like, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
So, like, you never really have to build that with anyone.
No.
Especially when you're young. So, like, when I was forced to, it made me realize that sex kind of just fuck it all up.
Could fuck up your relationship?
Before it even starts. Because then it just becomes a chase. Like, you don't even know these people too well. It was all about the chase. But if you actually get to know them and you spend time and you don't fuck for, like, 6 months and you...
Or what if you get the sex out of the way immediately so that there is no chase? Like, when I first met my new girlfriend, we fucked, like, pretty quick. Like, 2 days into knowing her. Mm-hmm. And then, it's like, after that, it's like, all right, got that out the way. Like, I don't need to worry about that. Now we just have fun.
Did she hit you up after, or did you hit her up?
We slept in the same hotel. We woke up, got coffee, and then, like, hey, you want to hang out later? Yeah, sure. That was it, and then we did. So it goes both ways. If you get it out of the way early, then it takes away some of the pressure.
But I think that doesn't work most of the time.
Don't you think that's a new age? Because of, like, casual sex is a little more... Like, the talking phase is so much bigger than it was 20 years ago. Like, more people are like, oh, we're in this, like, little thing. Like, we're not really exclusive. You know what I mean? The talking phase has expanded so much where more people are having casual sex. If you get that out of the way, you really see if you fuck with someone. Because, like, the post-nut clarity, I didn't get it with her. Usually, like, I nut, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like, this girl, she's not it. This is not, like, everything comes back. As soon as I nut with her, it's like, oh, cool. She's still here, and I'm not afraid.
I'm not trying to figure out a way to sneak out the window.
Call an Uber. Or
text me, yo, tell me your grandma died.
Oh, my apartment flooded.
Yeah, literally. Nah, I guess. I mean, there's opinions to everything. Go to the next question. Right. Over this. Too hot to handle, though. Go watch that and look at Francesca.
Which one is she?
I posted her on my Snap, and I'm like, yo, she's the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen.
She's the white one?
She's tan, black hair.
The one with the big lips? With the fake... Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. What's with you and the fake lips? I don't...
Name one other girl I like with fake lips.
But you said you don't care. Like, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, I don't care if a girl has plastic surgery, bro.
That's just the biggest turnoff. Like, as soon as I saw her, I'm like, her with the big Instagram lips, it's like... It just doesn't match. It doesn't make sense on your face.
I thought it matched perfectly. I thought whoever the doctor was deserves... phenomenal praise. He deserves a certificate.
Doesn't look like you have like an
makes
infection.
Bad bitches only.
It looks like you have an infection and your lips are inflamed.
I mean, I got a lot of flack for it because the girls are like, no, she's not the prettiest girl because there's girls who are natural. I'm like, all right, well, tell those broke bitches to save up and then maybe she can look as good as them.
Now it's a broke
Get your money
thing.
up.
Your body, the more plastic your body has, the richer you are. All right, okay.
I'm just saying that. Yeah. If she invested in it, it's her money. She just looks good regardless.
She does. It just doesn't. To me, it doesn't look good. Like, not even just because aesthetically it looks wrong, but it also makes me think, like, all right, you care so much about your insecure tiny lips that you gotta inflate them.
Yeah, that's true, but why are you caring about her insecurities, bro? Just appreciate her for being hot.
Bro, it's a blaring insecurity.
You act like I'm
face.
trying to marry this girl. I just think she's hot. I don't have to think about her insecurities, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be there cradling her at night while she cries on my shoulder after sex. When she looks on my phone and she's, like, crying in the corner of the bed.
Yeah, fair. So you're purely seeing her as an object?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on TV. What else am I supposed to see her as, bro? Like...
Her quirky personality.
She was a cunt.
Was she?
Yeah. She literally...
she was the IG... She was the influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She, like, made racks off that. She literally, like... lost the whole team money and then just denied it. You know, 'cause like
Lost the whole money.
like her. So every time someone does something, the $100,000 gets smaller. You lose money, so the prize is lower.
Mm.
So she literally just made out with this girl on purpose just to lose the team money because she was tight at everyone, and then they both just denied it.
Oh, so you can affect other people's prize money.
Yeah.
What was the end?
It's one prize money.
What was it at the end?
It was like 44 racks.
What?
Because this girl was shagging
fucked it up?
everyone. She was shagging all the time.
She made out with another which girl?
She fucked for the one with the lips.
Oh, good for her.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's stop talking about a show people don't watch.
Yeah, I know.
Emmanuel says, despite the fact that women are promiscuous, do you think that it is a good idea for me to get into a relationship? In parentheses, he said, I'm 17.
No.
Everybody's promiscuous. It's not just women, dude.
I mean, if you're 17, you don't need a date right now.
Well, he said, do you think it's a good idea for me to get into... It's not a... It's an idea. Good or bad is...
It's relative to who you decide to date.
It's kind of a... But also the fact that he thinks that women are promiscuous. I think men are more promiscuous than women.
Yeah. Yeah, men cheat more and shit. But it's...
Yeah, I think that men are definitely more promiscuous than women.
That's the whole spread your seed thing. We talked about that already.
Elijah the Sage says, are the people dating during the pandemic doing it out of boredom or because they genuinely like each other?
I was thinking about that as well. Because I've been DMing girls, and I'm just wondering, like, as soon as this is over, I'm just going to get ghosted left and right.
Yeah, 100%.
100%, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's a bit of both. I mean, what about, like, my relationship? Like, do you think I'm just with this girl because it's better than being alone? Or are we just fucking around because...
No, because you met her beforehand.
Yeah, we were, like, going steady. Like.
Yeah, before.
Yeah.
No. I think that this might do something to it.
It helps boredom quite a bit, like having someone else that you fuck with.
No, of course, obviously, bro. Just having anyone around when you're... Solitary confinement's the worst. But I'm saying just having your significant other around all the time, like, that takes a toll.
Yeah, not too bad. Like, I really haven't gotten tired of her yet.
Bro, but how long have you guys been, like, in this where you're living in the same vicinity?
A month and a week? A month or two. That's a while, dude. And it's not even like living with someone you say like, oh yeah, we've been living together for 6 months, but you're working, you're going outside, you're living your life. We're staying in the apartment. So it's like morning to night, we sleep in the same bed. We are never separate. And it's fine. I still haven't gotten tired yet.
Yeah, I guess just keep us updated.
You think I'm in the honeymoon phase?
I think you're in the honeymoon phase, 100%.
But I thought about that. I don't think you could be in the honeymoon phase if you're in a fucking pandemic. I totally don't think so.
One thing does not have to do with the other.
Because honeymoon phase, like you're in Hawaii, you're like showing her off. Like, hold up.
What are you on about? Do you not know what the honeymoon phase is?
Honeymoon phase is like the beginning parts of a relationship where it's really fun and exciting. And
regardless if you're in
you got
Hawaii.
to do a lot of things. You got to go to parks and beaches. But bro, like
no, they're just someone new. They're just someone that you haven't been around for a long time.
Yeah, but we've been around each other for a lot of time,
bro. It's been a month.
Well, we've been dating for like 2-3 months.
It sounds like I'm trying to like break you guys up. Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to break you up. I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to say that it doesn't feel like the honeymoon phase because it's like there's not a lot to be happy about right now. Like, people get bummed out during quarantine. It's like, oh man, I'm exhausted, but still, like, she's there and it's fine. I'm just trying to defend my.
Defend your relationship, bro.
Maybe it is.
I'm not gonna come for your relationship anymore.
First one, this has got to be my best relationship, most successful one so far. Anthony says, is the idea of falling in love illogical?
The fuck does that mean, illogical? I feel like they just say words together and like try to sound deep.
I guess he means, well, he's kind of referring to my video, like where I talked about like it's called "Falling in Love is Corny, but I'm So Lonely." I'm just saying that love is not real, that it's just companionship and lust combined. People just don't want to feel alone.
No, there's different forms of love. You can love a girl and not date her, like date someone else, you know what I mean? Still love her. Have an ex that you still love and still be happy in your current relationship. You can have love for your family that's completely different than for your significant other. Love's relative to who you're.
Okay, let's go specifically in love, like loving a significant other. Do you think that's real?
Yeah, and I think that love, once you break up, it can transform into something else, just a friendship, someone you respect, think highly of, and still love. Yeah, it is, man. Someone that you still care for. If they need something, you're there for them.
Caring and love. I mean, love like this person is my world. Like this person.
That's obsession. That's not love.
That's kind of what love is, though.
No, that's what you think love is because you watch fucking rom-coms like a sin.
All right. Well, so what is love then? If it's not companionship plus lust, that to me it's just like not wanting to be lonely and you're horny.
I think I've
only wanted to say I love you when I'm horny. Something I realized. I've never had the urge to say, like, when you're laying up with a girl, you look at her like, oh man, kind of am I gonna? Your dick's hard. But the next morning, you're not. There's no urge. There's no part of me that wants to say that anymore. It's the only time I thought about that. Like, I've had 3 girlfriends, and every time that crosses my mind, I'm just horny. Every time.
Yeah, I don't think. Have you ever told a girl seriously that you love her, and like meant it?
I did mean it like with this high school girlfriend, but I texted it. Like she was on a trip, and I said it, and I did feel like it, but it wasn't the same as like saying it to someone's face.
How'd you text her? Like invisible ink? She had to swipe it open.
No, she said it first, but she was drunk.
Oh, poor Nika.
She was ending the conversation. She's like, "Love you." I'm like, oh, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then next day she's like, "What?"
Yeah, I can picture her like hair all fucked up. She reaches over, grabs her phone. She's like,
"This guy." Who's this?
Is this the kid who will hold my hand at the theme park and not let me hang out with my friends?
Come on.
That's crazy, yeah. Nah, I don't think I've ever said that shit seriously.
Never? You ever never crossed your mind? Like, you never had the urge to say it?
I say it so frequently that it just doesn't even
Nah, but like, you know, like you mean it. You know, like the I love you type. You never had the urge to say it?
No.
Never. Right.
The FaceTime girl, I said it to her all the time, but I'm not sure. I think at one point I must have meant it.
Oh, really? But it wasn't over...
It was over FaceTime.
Yeah, so... Yeah, we're in the same...
And it was always like I was drunk, and like after a night out, I'd lay up in bed at 3 a.m. and I'd call her and she'd pick up and I'd be like, you know, I love you.
And then same thing, forget. The next morning, frazzled hair.
No, I wouldn't forget. Because I actually do like her.
But you don't love her.
Who knows?
Raymond says, what are the red flags you both look for when dating someone new? And he got 3 likes.
I feel like I'm pretty narcissistic, so sometimes I listen to people, and even the way they tell jokes or just the way they speak, if it's not engaging enough, I'm just like, yeah, I couldn't hang around you for, you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's not really red flag, though. That's just not vibing. That's like very first
Yeah, but it's hard for me to vibe with anyone really, like fuck with them heavy. They have to be like witty as fuck, you know what I mean? Like have the same sense of, I feel like I have a weird sense of humor.
Yeah, you kind of have a dark sense of humor.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck.
Red flags, I think I just look for stuff that's going to come up later. Like if there's, usually it's stuff where like girls will point out things that they dislike about me, and I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. That'll be fine. Like this freshman year, I was fucking around with this girl, and she kept calling me a liar. She kept thinking I was lying because I'd lie once in a while and be like, yeah, fuck it, you know.
She kept calling me a liar. I don't know why. Maybe I like lied, but
I like lied, but I'm not a liar. I'm just
lying to you.
I'm just lying, but I'm not lying, you know. No, but and later on, it definitely became a problem. Like when we started arguing, that was the source of the argument. So anything you try to ignore because you're horny, that's gonna come up later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Just that, like, any red flags you see in the beginning are gonna be sources of arguments in the future. Like anything you try to brush away in the honeymoon phase is gonna come up later.
Give me an example of something you brush off in the honeymoon phase.
Okay, so my last girlfriend, she would not take the train to come see me. Like, I always have to drive to Brooklyn. And this is when I was living on Long Island. I always have to drive to Brooklyn every time. She said, like, my parents track my phone, track my location. I can't leave. Like, I can't leave my place. Oh, fine. I'm horny. I'll drive there. After 10 times in a row going to her place, it's like, dude, it was one-sided. I felt like I was putting in more work than she was. And it's like, this is too much work. I just ended the relationship. I didn't feel like driving anymore. So that was it. That was the reason the relationship ended.
I hate this kid.
I didn't want to try it.
I was sitting here mad quietly for that. Nah, that reminds me of a question I got that I didn't add, but I guess I'll add it. This girl said, are guys more likely to be like, why do guys lie all the time? Why are they dishonest? And I said that it's not really that guys are prone to lying. There's always a motivation behind every lie. You know what I mean? No one's just lying for the sake of lying. Like, you're not going to be like, yo, what are you doing today? I'm be like, oh, I'm going to China.
No, but with the girl that thought I was a liar, I was straight up just lying for fun. I wasn't even doing it with...
But I feel like at some point you're just... That's like mugging them off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not, like, taking them seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just, like, fucking with them.
Yeah.
Like, condescendingly. Mm-hmm. This one, she's like...
No, I was trying to sound cooler. I was trying to sound... Like, she'd ask me, like... One time, I had a scrape on my elbow, I don't remember what it was, but she's like, "What's that from?" And I just made up a story, like, some guy and like
wrestling alligators.
Yeah, I just made up a story, and she's like, "You're lying," and I'm like, "No," and she's like, "You're lying," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." And the story was uneventful. I probably scraped up against the wall, and I just wanted to tell a story, but that was lying for fun.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. You're supposed to agree with what I'm saying. You're not supposed to make me feel weird, but yeah, yeah.
Nah, yeah, I guess.
No, that is kind of weird thinking about it now.
Yeah, that's
I
why would you
wouldn't.
do that?
I wouldn't do that now. I don't know, man. I was just like full fuckboy phase. I just didn't have empathy. I was like the polygamous friend. Like I just didn't care. Mm-hmm. Just saying whatever. Just I care about pussy.
But even from like a fuckboy point of view, if you just told the real story, I feel you can make it more engaging than trying to make something up on the fly because then it's so flawed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you scraped up against the wall, just like you can make it funny. Bitches laugh at anything.
It was the story I made up wasn't even funny. It was just like more detailed.
That's what I even understand. You didn't even make.
I don't know.
I
really don't know why I did that. Because I was already getting laid. I don't know. I really don't do that now.
Yeah, but backtracking, I think nobody's prone to like.
Am I weird? Like I feel like I'm a fucking psycho now.
No, you're not a psycho. That was a weird move.
Yeah.
But you're not weird, like in the general standpoint.
Maybe I am though.
I think we're all weird. I think I'm fucking weird too.
But you've never done some weird psycho shit, like.
Of course I have, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm sure I have done some cringy.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in years.
I've definitely done some cringe shit. If I go back to the recess of my memories.
Yeah, I've said a lot of cringy shit
Especially when I was like younger, like in high school. I thought I was ill for some reason. I thought I was like the man.
You were the shit?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I don't even remember, but I remember we had this thing called Challenge Day where they brought the whole class together, or they picked certain people in the class. Let me explain it better. So there was this class called Peer Leadership, 20 people. You had to apply to get in, and it was like the people who were peer leaders, and you like teach the freshmen about bullying, stupid shit like that. But we hosted this event. Where you picked people, everybody picked names from the class, and we have like 600 kids in our class, and you all brought them into an auditorium, and you literally just roast each other. Everybody has a bag, and everybody has sticky notes, and nobody knows who's writing what, and you just pass the bag around, and you just write.
Can you swear?
Bro, no one's monitoring what you write.
This was the school put this on?
Bro.
What type of school you?
I'm serious. So everybody had a bag, and I remember I opened my bag, and it was all just like cocky, which I was cool with because some bitches were getting flamed.
Yeah.
But it was just like...
It was a wake-up call?
Yeah, it wasn't even a wake-up call because I was still a cocky little shit after that. I was even more cocky, if anything.
You probably were proud that everybody took notice.
Yeah, I'm like...
Oh, but they know.
These bitches know.
Yeah, they know. They know,
so.
All right. What are some tips to overcome overthinking in a relationship?
When you're already in one?
Yeah, I guess. Overcome overthinking. You can't, because you're overthinking about stuff that's real. Like,
yeah, I think if you're overthinking about it, it's probably
there's
true.
a problem.
Yeah. The kernel of it, the seed, is real.
Is based in truth. So I think you're ignoring problems that, again, you're probably ignoring red flags.
Yeah, you're getting cheated on, bro.
For sure. Dump that bitch.
Dump her. And then send me her Instagram. So I can roast her for you.
How do I not last 5 minutes?
How dare you cheat on my man?
Good question. How do I not last 5 minutes?
I don't think I've ever done that either. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, I've been coming up with a lot. You know, recently my new gecko, like you also don't like condoms. So if you're about to bust when you're hitting it raw, throw on a condom. You're already hard. You throw it on. You keep going. Make her happy. You know, give her the drill, deep dick. You know, the bop 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 for.
That's what you're giving him?
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
I'm not going to. Give her the ground and pound.
Got some rhythm in that shit.
No, man, I'm dead ass though. Like, you're hitting it raw, and then throw on a condom when you're about to bust, and then the sensitivity goes down. You feel more control, and she's gonna have a great time. That's a great way to go from 5 minutes to like 15.
Or pop a Viagra.
Pop a Viagra, but your heart.
Have you ever busted really quick?
Yes, we've talked about this. Yeah, like I've won pumped.
Yeah.
I've won pumped. Yeah.
I've definitely like half a trigger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the worst, man. And immediately thinking like, how do I?
Bro, I told you the story, right?
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even gonna tell.
Was it on the podcast or?
I don't think so.
No.
It was like, yeah, nah. What's the next question?
No, what tricks you have? Like, one thing I do, I start singing songs in my head. Like, while you're pumping, like, don't focus on her. Start thinking, like, what's a song with a good, what was it? I think it was Staying Alive. I was pumping, Staying Alive, Staying Alive. and you just sing the whole song, and then you know, like, that song's like around 2-3 minutes. I could relax a little bit. I gave her another 2-3. You're good. You're now in. You only got a couple more minutes.
Why you staying alive in your head? Why you shag?
It wasn't Staying Alive. It was a different song, but you know what I mean.
My friend, he shagged this older woman, and he said that while he was shagging her, he was telling her, he's like, yo, I'm about to bust. Like, I can't handle it. And she said, open your mouth. He's like, what the fuck? She said, yeah, open your mouth. And he opened his mouth, and she, like, spat and, like did some shit like that. Like, some air. And he said, like, he just went on for another 20 minutes. So I don't know if she has...
Because he was extremely turned off that an old bitch spit in his mouth. That's why.
Maybe it was like a pressure point. This bitch is like
That's interesting,
Shaolin.
though.
She's either doing voodoo or she's like a Shaolin monk. Knows some crazy pressure points.
I'll try that. Why? You can't try it on your own. You need to ask your girl to do it. What have you done? I have so many, man. I have so many. I can go on.
Bro, I don't know. I don't think about that. If I come, I come.
Really?
Yeah. I mean...
But what if you're with your, like, a wifey or something? You want to make her...
And then hopefully the motor starts running again.
I mean, it's hard to get the motor to start running sometimes. Like, yeah, sometimes you go 2-3 times, like, but sometimes it's like, all right, I got other shit to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I want to move on.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a relationship as the same girl. It's like, man, this is...
And she just has to love you for you, man.
Nah, come on.
Some days you're Drake, you go back to back.
You want to please your woman, bro. I think about your grandma. I think about my grandma 100%. And I'm not the only... Don't look at me like I'm weird. You've looked at me like I'm weird like 5 times. This is universal.
You just get progressively weirder as
this is universal. Think about granny while you're fucking.
I've heard, like, think about puppies and shit, but...
Not puppies.
Do people really do that?
I've thought about my grandma during sex more than I've thought about...
I feel like you're very giving. You're a caring person.
Yeah.
You care a lot about her having satisfaction.
Yeah, especially if you're in a relationship. You want to make her come, man. You want to... Orgasms are like
fair, yeah. When girls come, it makes me hornier.
Yeah, dude. Nothing feels better than that quivering and she gets wetter and shit, and she's really turned on after she orgasms, and then she'll do freaky shit. And especially after you make her come, then you don't have the pressure, and then you can just come whenever you want. And I said come like 6 times in a row. I'm gonna stop now.
Demonetized.
Yeah, fuck it. On your first video. On your first video.
This is gonna be the trend because I'm just strictly doing this for clout.
No, you're not. Rob says, "Is every relationship bound to be?" You want to read these? It's from Rob.
My reading level is higher than yours as well. Is every relationship bound to become mundane after the honeymoon period?
Ooh, very topical. Very topical. Mundane. You gotta spice it up, bro.
Yeah, just cheat.
You're saying that like that's partially true. I mean it, man. I really don't think people are monogamous. I think it's unnatural to be monogamous. And it's something you have to force yourself to do, because there's nobody who's in a comfortable relationship and doesn't think about cheating. I don't believe that. I think it's a temptation for every single person. And if it's a temptation, that's just something true to you that you can't act on. You're pushing down feelings. It's like people suppressing being gay just with monogamy.
No, I agree.
You're pushing it down. I think it's unnatural. So is it mundane? It can be if you just do the generic relationship that you've seen with your parents and with everyone else. You got to spice it up. Have a threesome, you know?
Yeah, the most real shit I ever heard was from my Spanish teacher, Miss Lanigan, in 11th grade or 12th grade. Because she had gotten out of a bad relationship, and I don't know why she felt the need to share this with the entire class, but we were just talking about relationships and shit. She had been cheated on and all that. And then she found a new man. She's like, I don't care if my man cheats on me, but as long as he doesn't let me find out. Because I think, like... Yeah. Once you stop caring about your girl, that's when, like, you get lazy and then you let her find out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when you, like, forget to delete messages and shit. But if you care for her and you really just need to, like, release your tension, and it's not a love for the other girl, it's, like, literally just a fuck.
Yeah.
Because guys are better at separating sex from emotions.
Yes.
So, like, I could bang a girl and literally I will not think about you for the rest of my life. I don't even remember half the girls. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think about them ever. But if I like a girl, then it's, like, emotion. You know what I mean? You can separate the two easily.
Yeah, you know, some
girls can't.
I shouldn't say this shit. Maybe I shouldn't say this shit.
Nah, say it, bro. Give me some clout.
I shouldn't. No, I don't want to say it, man.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I don't want to say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, next question.
I need your code.
Man, it sucks, man. Like her family might watch this, and just, I don't want it.
Nah, she told her family about it.
Yeah.
They know you do YouTube.
Her mom saw some of my videos.
Your videos aren't bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chilling. This one might fuck you. Should I just go down the line?
Yeah. This one.
No, I don't want to read Jared, man.
Come on, read Jared. Or Jared.
I'm sorry.
Jared,
I just read Western. I read Western society, white female in Western society.
Come on, it might be good.
All right, it has been hard to find a relationship as an Asian male with a white female. That's good.
Well, you almost didn't read Jared. Let me read this one. Fuck out of here. Jared says, it has been hard to find a relationship as an Asian male with a white female in Western society. Should I try some new game or is it hopeless? Bro, why the fuck are you only trying to fuck white bitches? Right?
What?
That's what he said. He said
because if you fuck white bitches, it shows that you're dominating the colonizer.
Oh yeah, you could relate to this, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Fucking white bitches feel so much better because you feel like you're doing something you're not supposed to. You feel like you're being cheeky. You're being cheeky. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like her dad looks at you and he's like, "Aren't you supposed to be on the other side of the wall?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm here. I'm inside of some walls and it's not that one.
And she feels like she's doing something wrong too. Like she's.
Yeah. It's definitely like a rebellious thing.
Yeah, but when you're Asian, like you don't really get that. You're not really betraying anybody by fucking an Asian guy. So we don't get that. We don't get that betrayal.
But I thought Asians like saw people in Western society as like the most beautiful.
Right, but I'm saying the white girl. The white girl's fucking you because she's doing something wrong. A white girl doesn't fuck an Asian guy to disobey her parents. She fucks an Asian guy because she wants a husband.
And she wants her math homework done.
She wants. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Scale stories.
So just don't try to fuck a white girl, I guess. I mean, I went through this. I could totally relate to that, man. When I was like 5th grade, I remember thinking like white girls just don't like me. I was like feeling hate. Like I genuinely felt like hate because I felt like I'm not going to be accepted because I'm Asian. They're all racist. They don't like Asian guys because of stereotypes. Yo, most Asian guys go through that shit.
I think that's true though.
What?
I feel like in the hierarchy of what types of like skin colors and races are aesthetically pleasing, I think that Asians aren't like top tier, like tier 1.
To you?
To like the Western culture, because that's what he's trying to get.
Yeah, because everyone thinks we have small dicks.
You think that's it?
Dude, that's 100%. Have you seen an Asian guy in any movie? Like, if you watch any movie from before 2010, small dick, small. Remember Hangover?
No, I just think they don't like portray them here as being that. You know what I mean? Being like something unattainable or something beautiful. The way that they show fucking...
We're emasculated completely.
We're
but it's also the fault of Asian culture. Like, guys in Japan, all they do is work, and then they don't even have the energy to fuck their wives. They go to fuck, like, dolls and schoolgirls. You don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I do.
Somewhat.
No, I do.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been emasculated completely, and even though, like, Asian countries themselves, they have their problem trying to emasculate their men, that comes over to America, and now every Asian guy here is seen as a pussy, and so this guy's trying to get some white pussy, but not working.
Long day.
What's your advice to get the white pussy?
I mean, bro, the advice is not even just white pussy; it's just any girl in general. If you can just make them feel comfortable around you without being creepy or like bringing up sex too early or anything sexual, eventually it'll just come up.
But this guy is probably doing that. He's getting friend zoned. If you're like that,
do it the right way.
You gotta be flirty with it the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like some light touch, some touchings like here. You know what I mean? Like in places that aren't invasive.
Asians can be cold, dude. Asians are like a lot of Asians are pretty cold and like.
I mean,
no sense of humor.
That's something you have to get over yourself.
Yeah.
I guess because in Brazilian culture we're all very touchy. You know what I mean?
Very friendly, social. Yeah, I was thinking about this recently. Like, do you know a lot of Chinese people who are like funny?
I don't know a lot of Chinese people. Period.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, the sense of humor is different. So the whole flirting game becomes different as well. Maxine says, what's the point of dating relationships What's the point of dating / relationships in general? They seem to be more of a headache than what they're worth, but also the only point to life at the same time.
I mean, yeah, I guess the main goal in life biologically is reproduction, so you kind of need that at some point.
It's happiness. Reproduction?
I think, like, yeah, as animals... What are animals built to do?
That's not the pure objective. That's like one of it is to spread the seed. But
I think that's like, if you look biologically, like as animals, that's the goal.
That's fair.
You think that fucking pigs are worried about happiness? No, they just fuck and then make more
pigs. Yeah, but they like rolling around in mud.
Yeah, they roll around in mud. They fuck, make more pigs.
They like good food. They like being happy.
They don't like good food. They slop.
They like to eat good.
Yeah, okay, whatever. But I don't think that.
So you're saying the main
goal? If you're telling me if you put a fine ass pig right in front of a male pig, and you put some slop to the left, he's gonna eat the slop. If that pig's looking thick, like it's looking right,
the tail's all curly,
perfect curl.
Oof. Yeah, he's going for the pigtail.
That's what I'm saying. We're the same thing.
Yeah. What's the question again? Read it.
Are we still on Judd?
No, the one after.
Maxie. Yeah, what's the point of dating? Relationships in general, they seem to be more of a headache than what they're worth, but the only point of life at the same time. What's the point of dating?
Point of dating?
There is no point. Be a thought.
Just
fuck wherever you want, do whatever you want.
If you the point is dating is to escape loneliness. It's to be with someone when you're fucking alone and bored. That's it. It's just companionship. That's the point.
Yeah, having someone to confide in that. Because, like, you have your boys, but you can't tell your boys certain shit that you can tell your girl. Yeah. And that you can't tell your parents, you know what I mean?
You can tell your boys and they'll be like, yeah, damn, that's crazy. Damn, dude, what?
Damn, you want to hit? Like, fuck, yeah. I guess I do.
No way, dude. No, girl, you could be, like, cuddling naked and then you confess your feelings. She's like, oh, and she cares. It's unconditional support.
Yeah, girls are weird. Don't support me. What do you do?
You don't want, like, a little support system, like someone to fall back on?
I don't want to go into me again. Oh, me.
On your channel.
Oh, me. Let's talk about... Why don't we talk a little bit about Jerd?
Okay, fine.
How about what Jerd feels?
What Jerd feels like he wants to...
Moise Smith, what do you think makes someone good in bed? I think that's so, like... People try too hard to do kinky shit so they can be like, I'm a freak.
Yeah, you fucking lying. You don't like that. Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
They don't like... Yeah.
Like, if a bitch is a cartwheel and lands on my cock, like, okay, the end game was the same.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need to do a backflip. That was cool that you can do a backflip, but you didn't need to do the backflip.
Mm-hmm. I still just want the pussy, you know?
Yeah. Bro, I don't know. Being good at sex, I guess. Girls like that shit, so you should try to get good at sex. Just pull her hair, choke her. All these girls like getting choked nowadays.
Yeah, they do. That's
universal. You know what I think about? Do girls, like, when you're fucking them, do you ever call girls, like, sluts or shit? Like, you're a whore.
That's a white people thing.
Yeah, I've never done that.
That's a white people thing.
I've never done that.
I've never
I don't know if girls even like that shit.
I don't like the urge. Some girls do like, yeah. But I've been with girls who wanted that. Like, I could tell, like, slap me, hit me. She would, those type of girls would love if you called them, like, yeah, you're my little slut, call me daddy, shit like that.
That's weird.
It's a little forced. Like, when I do it, I'm like, okay.
You've had a girl tell her to hit her?
Yeah, like, scream it, like, hit me harder, hit me. And, like, Toby was sleeping in the other dorm. And I'm like,
pull off the elbow pad, give her the people's elbows.
No, but she was making me slap her so hard, like, I could hear Toby wake up. Like, Toby was taking a nap, and I'm like, okay. What? And Toby, like, got out of bed. Like, that's how loud.
You hear numbers dialing next door. Like, yeah, I think something's going on. I've had a girl tell me to hit her, but I just didn't hit her. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
No?
No, I didn't want to hit her.
You ever hit a girl? You talking about you...
That's different.
You want to tell that?
No, no. I'm not going to tell that. All right. Any weird sex stories? Any situation where you or a girl did something weird or awkward that just killed the whole mood?
During sex? Like,
yeah. I have a good one, but it's not me. It's this girl that I used to live with, and she's bad. She's cool as fuck. And she said that as she was shagging, like, the kid was drunk, and she pulled up to his house, and he was just, like, passed out, and she was just kind of laying there, and he couldn't really move, and she was a level below him. So think about if her head was by his waist and she was just kind of laying there because, like, what the fuck is she gonna do? She's passed out.
Yeah.
And she said she felt his big toe, like, try to finger because he just couldn't move anything else. She's like, it just got up and went home.
He tried to toe her.
Yeah. And I even, like,
I've never even thought about that, like, logistic. I had never thought of that as a possibility.
Yeah, and you have to use the big toe because it's the only one you have control over.
Yeah, you can't really wiggle the
like
others, yeah.
Your big toe or your...
Nah, it's got to be the big... You can't separate the others from the rest.
That's what I'm saying, your foot fisting.
Yeah, got to be big toe. And then what'd she do? She just dipped?
Yeah, she just did, bro. What did you expect her to do?
Wow.
That was weird, right?
Yeah. I've never tried to toe
What was going through his mind?
He was just horny.
I need the pussies. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, that's just crazy. No, I don't have any really weird
that
sex
killed
stories.
The vibe. I mean, nutting quickly is one, but that's not that weird.
The weirdest part's always just the post-nut clarity, and you're like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, just figure out how to escape and how to get her out.
It's always awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's what you meant by weird.
That's not weird. That's just kind of uncomfortable.
Nah, I'm a regular dude, man. I'm not, I mean,
weird. At first, I mean, like sometimes I hear like fart noises when you fuck, because like if you're like your chest.
That's normal.
Yeah, it's just you laugh it off. At first, it's kind of like whoa. But
the first time, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or like you hear a girl queef. I thought that'd be a turn off, but I kind of like it, like hearing a girl queef.
Oh yeah.
When you pull out.
You like when she hits you with the remix?
What? All right.
Sway, sway, sway in the morning. In the morning. Mohammed, I was almost saying his last name. Should you have kids or nah? Why can't you fuck certain people if it's just for pleasure? You can fuck whoever you want, whenever you want.
Slow down the question. Wait. Are these two separate questions?
These are two separate questions.
Should you have kids or nah?
That's just
that's one question. That's
yes.
just not answering
just
that.
Do whatever you want,
yeah,
man.
Dude,
if you want to have kids, have kids.
Why can't you fuck certain people if it's just for pleasure?
You can.
Yeah, always. Dude, what are you asking?
Whenever you want. If it's just for pleasure and they consent, you can fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what you're asking. CJ says, is it a bad idea to hook up with the next? No, go do it. Do it. I know you want to.
Yeah, especially, yeah. Did you break up with her? She break up with you. If she broke up with you, that's even more of a power move.
Mm-hmm. Then it kind of erases the breakup.
Yeah, it erases
it's
the breakup.
Like you've now,
It's 1-1. And now you got to be toxic. Then you open the Nico book.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck your ex.
And tell her you love her.
World's about to end.
Yeah, world's about to end anyways.
Fuck you, bro.
Ask her to marry you and then know it. Don't pull up to the wedding.
Just don't show up. Quote from your Turning 20 video. All right, I'm about to quote myself. Okay. Quote from your Turning 20 video. Tell me that's going to feel good because at that point you're only doing it for validation. I'm talking about sex in this video and how people don't do it for validation. Then Colin says, has your perspective on this evolved at all over the last 1.5 years since that video? How do you make sure you're doing something for the right reason and not just to feel validated?
I'm just going to let you take that one.
Post-nut clarity. Like, if you don't want to run away after you nut, then you like the girl. That's it.
Simple as that.
Otherwise, you're just doing it for the little nut.
One day, a friend of mine told me that if you can jerk off to the girl, then you don't really like her.
If you could jerk off to her, you don't like her?
Mm-hmm. Like, you're not, like, really in love with her. I don't know where the correlation is, but that's always stuck out in my mind. I don't know why. He probably doesn't even remember telling me that, but I vividly remember him telling me that.
It's probably not completely true, but there's some truth to that.
It's like a folklore.
If you could jerk off to her, yeah.
I don't even think it's worth going too deep into, but just keep that in your mind. There's a notice on your...
Vincent says, less of a question on the topic, but more for you and Cass. What drives you to want to commit to the person you're talking to / seeing? How do you decide that you're confident enough to commit to that one potential relationship? That's a good question. How do you move from talking? Well, you haven't been in a relationship.
Girls don't like me. Girls don't like me.
No?
Not like that.
One day.
When I'm older.
If you just like her, man, it's not something you can answer. It's just an innate feeling. If you feel like it's right and you want to do it, and it doesn't feel like it's hard work, the best feel like the great thing about this relationship I'm in now is it just doesn't feel like any work. It doesn't feel like I'm like with a couple of my exes. Sometimes I had to like perform a little bit, you know, like you're kind of going out of your element to do what she wants of a man, and it's just like now you're not being yourself and it gets exhausting. But now I'm just like my pure shitty self all the time, and I don't have to worry. It's just it's so perfect.
That's dope.
I love that, man. Like that's my real advice. If you don't have to try, if you have to try too much, like relationships need work. Like you need to think of the other person, but you have to try. Like it feels like I don't want to. If it ever feels like it's an effort to hang out with her or like sit next to her or hold her hand or shit, then don't. But if it just comes naturally, if you want to be around her genuinely, then that's the one.
I feel like a lot of times when you're younger, you want, like, if you're trying to find a girlfriend, you want them to be like your homie, you know what I mean? You want them to be like your boys. Your girlfriend's not going to be like your boys. They're two different things. So, like, you have to appreciate what they bring to the table, and if it's something that appeals to you and you don't get sick of, then that's something that you can vibe with.
You can't fuck a homie.
You
can't fuck the homie, bro.
If you want the girl to be with the boy, be like the boys, just fuck the
a
boys.
Homie. Just fuck the boys, bro. You're gay. Just be gay.
Just be gay.
It's okay. These guys who like, I want my girl to play 2K. I want her to have tattoos. I want her to
like
be
Jordans
like,
as much as
you
got
like Jordans, like football, bro. You want a dude? Fuck a dude. That's not a girl. That's not what girls are.
It's not a bad thing. Just do it.
Yeah, go with her. We're not gonna judge.
We're just trying to find what your heart wants. What your heart's asking for, we're trying to give it to him.
You trying to give it to him?
I said where first of all, so don't try to point it just at me because I said where. Even though I fucked up, I put both of us.
Polygamous.
I put both of us under the bus. I said we're trying to give it to his heart. You know what I mean? What his heart wants, we're trying to find it for him.
You could find what his heart wants. I'm gonna stay over here.
Fuck off.
Amanda says, if you're going to have sex with someone, do you think they should know if you're a virgin or not? 100%. 100%.
Does it matter?
Should you tell someone that you're a virgin? I mean, yeah, if you're a virgin, why would you want to keep
I
that?
didn't tell the girl I was a virgin when I fucked her. I actually told her the opposite.
Yeah?
I told her I wasn't. If you didn't know what the opposite was, I told her I wasn't a virgin.
How were you? How long? How was that? It was in the car. You told me about it.
Yeah. I told the story on your...
Yeah, how long did that last, though?
The sex?
Yeah.
I don't remember, bro. I was like in 8th grade. Probably like 10 minutes.
If you didn't remember, then it was better than one pump. So you did pretty well. You did pretty well.
It was straight. I mean, I didn't do any work. I just kind of sat in the back seat.
I mean, that's kind of true. Like, the first time I had real sex, like, she didn't know that it was... Because the first time I had sex was in the church, but then it was, like, only a couple pumps, and she had, like, rape PTSD, so I couldn't really... It was, like... I didn't tell you about this?
Nah, you said it was in the church.
Yeah, she was raped before, and so she had, like, PTSD. So, like, as soon as I put it in, she's like, ow, ow, ow. And so I thought, like, oh, I'm a fucking man, dog. My dick is so big, I'm hurting this bitch. Woo! Woo! And she's literally...
She's in there having flashbacks,
she's
like, convulsing.
Fucking fucking this. And, like, she's, like, twitching and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, this feels good. She's legitimately having PTSD.
She's calling you the wrong name. You have no idea what's going on.
Dude, I did not care. It took me a while to realize that. But then the first time I did have sex, like, I didn't tell her. I said, like, oh, yeah, I'm a fuck. And then, like, I did pretty well. So, I guess maybe you don't. I mean, if we both didn't do that. I would.
For girls. Because I feel like girls, if you're a virgin...
If you're a girl and you're a virgin, the guy's going to find out. The guy's going to know immediately if you're a virgin because you're going to bleed everywhere.
Sometimes you can pop your cherry, like, through sports.
Yeah. I've taken two girls' virginities and there was no blood.
Yeah. I took one that I can think of at the top of my head.
Was she bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah?
On my brother's bed. That was
so were those girls lying? Were those girls lying?
No, I don't even think she was lying. I didn't ask.
No, the two girls that I fucked.
Oh, were they lying? No, they might not be.
Yeah? I don't really care. But your brother was pissed?
He was fuming.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to get blood off a sheet.
But he didn't give you a little bit of problem. You just left the blood on the... You just left it there. You didn't even... What do you mean you don't know how to get blood off a sheet? Just put them in the fucking washing machine.
What's a washing machine? That's relative.
Dude, you're... What?
That shit was mad. But she was bad. She's one of the baddest girls I ever smashed.
Like, I know I do some psycho shit. I'm a little weird. But, like, you say some shit like that. And, like, what is going through your head? You know your brother's going to be pissed.
Yeah, but that's just brother shit. That's not that deep.
That's pretty deep, man. Leaving some random girl's blood all over.
It's crazy because I easily could have just took her to my bed. Because they're literally next door. Like,
yeah,
I went past my door to go to his door.
We've talked about this. This is weird. That is weird that you would want to fuck where your brother sleeps.
No, it's a bigger bed. It's a bigger room.
It does not.
It's a better ambience.
I would do everything to avoid fucking where family members put their heads.
No.
You fucked in your parents' bed too, right? Yeah, that shit is weird, man.
Yeah,
yes, you have. You 100% have.
I have.
That, I don't get it.
Bro, who cares, man?
I care. I would not want to fuck.
My parents fuck in their bed. My parents probably fucked in my bed. I don't know.
Your parents have not fucked in your bed. That is some dark shit.
Probably.
That's dark.
I don't even think my parents fuck anymore. They're tight.
Yeah?
They're tight at each other.
Still together?
Yeah. I don't know for how long, though.
They live together?
Yeah.
Well, great way to end talking about your
divorce.
Cheap divorce.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, all right. So that was the first video. I hope you liked it. Still follow me. Still don't think I'm a piece of shit, even though I am.
You're crazier than me, man.
Low key, I am, but I know how to mask it better than you do.
Right, yeah.
And this part's getting cut out.